show the whole world what we're all about. We're the girls with a passion for fashion. Ooh, brats, we'll always be there for each other. Ooh.
Hey pretties, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Tanya and I film all kinds of pink, girly, beauty, fashion, and lifestyle videos on this channel. So if that's something you're into, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and push bell notifications so you don't miss any of my videos. For today, I'm coming at you barefaced because we are going to be using, I'm so excited, the new Bratz collection. Only got the palettes. I did not get any of the lip products or anything because they just didn't intrigue me. For today, we're going to be trying all of the Bratz palettes. I will be doing different looks with these on the eyes, so you guys just stay tuned. I'm actually filming this on a separate day, so I will probably be looking a little different each of the looks. Go ahead and show you guys all the palettes really quick. This is the Jade palette right here. The colors. It does come with this film that has little cats all over it, or what the colors look like. Super pretty. This is the back. It does have a pretty large mirror that you can use, which is always nice. And these are by Makeup Revolution, by the way. This is the Bratz collection with Makeup Revolution. These were the palettes I was able to get my hands on. I wasn't able to get my hands on the other ones because they were sold out. The Yasmin palette, and I'm excited for this look. Out of all the Bratz, everybody says I look the most like Yasmin, so I even have the little, well, mine is really tiny right there. Hers is big, mine's tiny. But this was also my favorite Bratz doll growing up. This is what the cover looks like. So cute. Here is the back. The same mirror, and I'm excited for the colors in this one because I have brown eyes, so I feel like this might complement my eyes and my complexion the best. Actually has the names written on the palette. It drives me nuts whenever palettes don't have the name of the shadow written on there because it makes it harder to film a tutorial with it. Bratz was my childhood. So I got the Chloe palette. Let's take her out of the box. So this is what the packaging looks like. Here's the back. This is so pretty. When I saw this color story, I fell in love. I think it's just really unique. I love the pinks and blues. So this is the Chloe palette. Hers has little angels. I love that they stayed true to like the original like Bratz aesthetic. Put colors in these palettes that I feel like I would definitely see these Bratz dolls wearing, if that makes sense. Like it is like their each individual aesthetic in a color story, which is super cute. So the very last one, the packaging is so satisfying. I debated on getting this one because I got all the other three, so I was like, do I really need it? But I just went ahead and got it for the purpose of making this video. Here is what the box looks like. So nostalgic, and I love how this is like metallic, and the box is really pretty. I want to keep the palette inside the box. But yeah, here is the palette. It is really huge. Like this is my hand. This is a pretty big palette. The back just looks like this. This palette is really interesting. The colors, it's very colorful. You see my finger has a band-aid. I pinched my finger at the gym yesterday and it started bleeding, so that's why I'm wearing a band-aid. It has a huge mirror. And here is the palette. The color story is really, really beautiful. I really like it. I do like to watch videos on like new collections, and a couple people mentioned that this looked like kids makeup, or they felt like it was too juvenile or kiddish. But honestly, like having it now in my hands, it's a pretty heavy palette. It feels pretty heavy. It definitely feels better quality than other Makeup Revolution palettes. So I have to debunk that. I think maybe it may look like that to some people because of just the color, like how it's like this deep purple with like all of these fun colors. That's why it might look a little bit like a kid's play makeup palette. But as far as like the quality of the packaging goes, this feels like a Naked palette. You guys know what the Naked palettes felt like when they were in the tin. That's exactly what this feels like. I haven't been excited about palettes in a long time, but these definitely made me feel inspired. Like I could definitely think of looks that I would do with these. The doll palettes, like the individual doll palettes, for later on in the video. And I'm just going to use the main palette for now, just because it's the biggest one. Zoomed in enough now. I'm gonna use my Pretty Vulgar eyeshadow primer. This video is literally taking me 4 days to do just because I really want to use all the palettes in this video. I thought about doing one video for each palette, but that just felt tedious. I'd rather do a look every day and then come on here and just piece it together, if that makes sense. This is a really good eyeshadow primer. It doesn't have any kind of color correction, so we're really gonna put these shadows to the test. If it does not work out and I don't like how these apply without like concealer, then we will just wipe it off and start over. I want to put them to the test without any kind of color correction on my eyes because I really want to see how the shadows actually show up. I am using today my blinged brush set. This is in collaboration with Paige, which I will link her channel down below, and I will link this brush set. If you use my code Thania, you do get some money off. I believe it's like 10%. So yeah, those are the brushes that I'm using. I'm going to start off with a big fluffy brush so we can get some kind of crease going. F25. I'm gonna take the color Rock Angels because it's just calling my name, and we're going to put that all over the crease. That is pigmented. Holy eyeshadow. Oh my gosh, that is so pigmented. The way that these just pack the punch with the pigment right away remind me of like Huda shadows. So I'm glad I use this fluffy brush because it'll make it easier to blend all this pigment out because it is just so pigmented. So this is definitely very true to color. Like what you see in the pan is what you're getting, sis. Like it's, that shade did not disappoint. Rock Angels is a good shade. I really like how they imprinted the Bratz B logo on the shadows. I think that makes it so much more extra and special when it comes to this palette because I didn't do that for like the single palettes. We blended that pretty good. Let's go in and do the other eye. The fact that this is Makeup Revolution, which is fairly inexpensive, I use no kind of color correction on my eyelids and I just use like a transparent eyeshadow primer, is impressive, to be honest. And I normally use that Pretty Vulgar eyeshadow primer because it just works so good and I love it, and it works really well with my higher end palettes. And some of my like cheaper like drugstore palettes, I do have to use like concealer on my eyelids to correct my eyes and make the colors pop, but this, you do not need concealer with this. You could just go straight in just with some eyeshadow primer, making my brown eyes really pop like this color. You'll have to excuse my brow. This brow, I'm letting it grow out more because it's a little thinner than the other one, so it's not like perfectly waxed or plucked, but that's why. The reasons why doing makeup videos used to stress me out because I felt like it took so long for me to prepare for it because I just was worried about like being perfectly waxed, like my eyebrows, my face, like having the perfect skin, like perfect everything, and it was just stressful. But I don't know, now I feel like I just don't care anymore. Like, you know, like we all have hair, we all have blemishes, so it's whatever. I'm kind of blending it outward so that we kind of elongate the eyes a little because Bratz do have huge eyes. It's been a while since I've done a really dramatic look. I feel like that's what this is going to turn out being because these shadows are pigmented. I don't feel like I could do soft with this palette. I just don't think it would be able to happen. I'm gonna go in with the color Midnight Dance and we're going to deepen up the outer corner. Bling brush in E21, which is just slightly smaller, so it'll be easier to kind of work that right in the outer corner without having it go everywhere. Now we're gonna see how well these colors blend together. I feel like it takes a little effort, but it definitely does blend together, and I feel like that's just because they're so pigmented that it just does take a little bit more work to blend, kind of like Huda shadows. This formula reminds me of Huda Beauty eyeshadows a lot, and that's actually really good because I love Huda Beauty shadows. Just intensifying the outer corner a little bit more. Take some more of Rock Angels just to help blend the edges. It's definitely a very pretty like cranberry look. Like I can't use this palette and not do a pop of color because there's so much color So I think we're gonna actually take some purples and a pink, and we're going to pop that on the eyelid. But before we do that, I really want to take some concealer and just kind of clean up the eyelid a little, just so we really get, you know, a clean look. Taking my Boing concealer by Benefit and a bling brush E25, we're going to just clean up the eyelid. I don't necessarily want a cut crease, but I do want it to just kind of open up some eyelid space so that we can test a few colors on the eyelid, so we can test as many of these colors as possible. I guess it kind of looks like a cut crease a little bit, but it's not like a super defined one. I'm obsessed with how all this looks on my table. It's so pretty. So pretty and satisfying. These are such pretty products. I feel like Makeup Revolution kills it with like packaging and making things look really aesthetically pleasing. Every time I go into Ulta, I just want to buy Makeup Revolution, but I always talk myself out of it because I've just never used the brand that much. But I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos on the brand, and I actually have been so intrigued to try more of their products. So if you guys have any Makeup Revolution favorites, let me know. The thing I tried from them was their concealer, and I didn't love it. Like the one everybody and their mom was raving about that was supposed to be like Shape Tape. Like I wasn't in love with it, and that's probably because I have drier skin. My story on Makeup Revolution. So let's go ahead and apply some colors on the eyelid. I definitely want to take the color Jade, but I'm debating. I think I'm gonna do the color Jade and Passion. We're gonna stick with a pink look because there's just such pretty pinks in this. And I was debating because there's pinks in the Jade palette and the Chloe palette, and I know I'm probably gonna end up using all the pinks in these palettes, but you guys know I like pinks, so that's what you're looking forward to in this video. We're gonna go ahead and take the color Passion, and we're going to put it like on this outer part of the eyelid. This is what it looks like right here. And then we're gonna take the color Jade up here, and we're gonna put that, this one's actually matte. We're gonna put this one on the inner part of the eyelid, towards the inner corners. I go in with the color Yasmin and like highlight the inner corners with that, but we'll see. Flip my brush and use the other side to apply the color Passion. Ooh, that's super pretty. I'm also really intrigued by the color Oh You Boys because it's like a really bright orange, and I love oranges with my brown eyes, but we'll have to try that another day. I'm probably going to be using these palettes like crazy this whole month because I'm so inspired by all of these palettes. It brings me back to my childhood using these. I didn't wet it, nothing. It applied really nice on its own, so that's good. It's not like glittery either. This is more like of a satin, kind of with the sheen to it. I feel like this is so dramatic. I haven't worn anything like this in a long time. Take the bling brush in E22, and we're going to take the color Jade, which is the matte kind of like bubblegum pink, and we're going to put that on the inner part. And we're just going to blend it into Passion. It just created this nice like pink gradient, like from bubblegum pink to hot pink. Can't believe how good these shadows are. I'm so impressed. I'm impressed with how easy it was to apply these and blend these. I'm not sure if all Makeup Revolution palettes are made equally, but I'm intrigued to try more now. I'm gonna go in with the color Midnight Dance again, and I'm just gonna bring that in. I always do this because it just makes my eyes kind of open up more. I just do this to it. I don't know how to explain what I'm doing, but you can see it. That, and do the other side. If you guys miss watching makeup reviews from me, let me know, because I've been really inspired by makeup lately. Like, it's been a while since I've felt like filming a makeup video like this, and so let me know. There's just a lot of cute collections and pink palettes and stuff I would like to review. Of course, we're gonna stick to the pink on this channel because you guys know I love pink. But there's definitely a lot of cute palettes, girly looking palettes and stuff I would like to just review and test out on camera for you guys. So let me know if you're interested in that kind of content. So I'm using the color Midnight Dance, and I'm just gonna place it along my lash line. I'm kind of using it as eyeliner. And the lashes we're gonna use, you guys, are gonna die because I have really good news about my eyelash company. Eyeshadow is blended so satisfying. It's so satisfying how well this blended. Sorry about that glare. It's my round, it's my high Bella mirror. It kind of makes it glare like that. For lashes, we're gonna use Glam Me Up lashes, of course. This is my eyelash company. If you guys are interested, I'm gonna link them down below. They tie with a little bow here at the front. It's like a little hat box. It's super cute. Finally restocked, you guys. I've finally been able to and have had time to do a restock on these. It took so long also because I was upgrading a few things. Like the label in the back is different now. It looks like this. It's a lot more professional. You get the lash name in gold. You get the website and the Instagram or social media handles on the box in the back. Of course, the inside is still the same. We have the Glam Me Up logo and your lash. These are in the style Melly. These are the ones I'm going to be wearing. And also, I was working on bringing back the original style that you guys have been asking for, and it is pretties. So these are a lot longer than Melly's. They look like this, but these are super fluffy. These were my best sellers back whenever I first launched. 2 batches of the Pretty Lash was having some quality control issues, so I ended up having to remanufacture them from a different private label, and that has been taking a while because I wanted them to be perfect. I've also upgraded them a bit to prevent that issue. If you guys loved the Pretty Lash and you love the length of that lash, you're going to love the new Pretty Lash because it is so much better than the original one. I'm going to link those down below. Apply these lashes and we'll be right back. I hadn't did my brows off camera as well because it's just really boring to watch. I do the same thing in like every video, and you guys have seen my brow routine plenty of times. I'm gonna go ahead and finish underneath the eyes. I'm gonna grab another brush. Well, actually, I'm gonna take the one we use for the pinks. I'm just gonna wipe it just to get rid of like the excess pigment. Look how pretty those are. So I don't know which one of those I want underneath. I'm kind of digging this like periwinkle purple. The periwinkle purple because I feel like that's different. That's so pigmented. It's so impressive how pigmented these are and just how intense that they apply. And they apply this intense so easily. This definitely gives me Bratz doll vibes because my room when I was like 9 or 10, I think I was 9, it was these colors. It was pink and purple like this periwinkle purple and like bubblegum fuchsia pink. So this is giving me some vibes. I need to do the inner corner, of course. Kind of want to take this Yasmin color. Well, let me look at, because there's one called Fashion and then there's Yasmin, and I'm gonna see which one. Okay, I think the color Fashion is gonna work better for the inner corner. This is a color Fashion, by the way, and the periwinkle that we put underneath is this one right here. So let's go in with the color Fashion. Oh wow, that's stunning. These are so pigmented. I didn't even use anything to put these on, like no sprays at all. I'm gonna take this little clean brush and I'm just gonna blend underneath. So I'm just gonna use the Marc Jacobs mascara. I found this at TJ Maxx. Apply this to blend the top lashes just a little bit, and then for the lower lashes. There you bottom lashes are done. Bratz dolls always wear brown lips, so we're probably gonna do a brown lip, but let's do some highlighter, shall we? Color right here, it's called Halo, and I feel like these are meant for the face because they look like highlighters, but I don't know because it doesn't really say. But we're just gonna do this for the highlighter because it just, let me swatch it. Okay, yeah, it's not glittery. It's definitely highlighter-ish. Like, it doesn't have chunks of glitter or anything. It's just like a sheen. I feel like it's gonna make me look glowy. So let's just put it on. Being in E25 for that from Blinged Brushes. And I'm gonna spray with my Hangover setting spray one more time. This is a primer and setting spray, so you can use it for both. Ooh, very pretty. So it's going on a little patchy, and I don't know if that's because of the setting spray, but I'm just gonna like blend it out much better. Yeah, I think that was because the setting spray. I should have let it kind of dry a little bit, dry down a little bit more. But yeah, it does apply evenly if you let your setting spray dry. See, the side went on flawless. That is so pretty. So yeah, these are definitely like highlighters because they don't have any chunks of glitter or anything, but I feel like you can also use them as shadows, of course. Lips definitely absorbed all of that lip balm, you guys. So we're gonna go in with lip liner. I'm taking this Lime Crime. Color is Drew. Found this at TJ Maxx actually. And we're just gonna line. I feel like Bratz have brown lips. Like, I'm looking at the thing and most of them have brown lips except for Chloe. And most of the lip colors that they had in the collection were all brown. I couldn't understand why they made like 4 different brown colors instead of like doing a pink for Chloe and like a red for Jade and like a deeper rich color for Sasha and then a nude for Yasmin. Like, I couldn't understand why they were all brown, like different tones of brown instead of like having more variety. That's why I didn't buy them. So I'm taking the NYX lingerie extra large in the color Undress. These are so beautiful. This packaging is so pretty. All the colors are stunning. So we're just gonna apply that. Okay, so this is what our Bratz makeup looks like. What do you guys think? Let me know. What do you think? Honestly, that was one of the easiest eyeshadow looks that I've done in a while. Like, I didn't even have to try hard to get this to look nice, and I think that speaks volumes of the palette. I hope that these other single shadow palettes, or not single, but these doll shadow palettes, we're just gonna call them the doll palette. I hope that these work as good as how this worked because this was a very impressive palette. Now that I finished this look, let's go ahead and get into the next palette. Hey guys, welcome back today. So it is a new day and I have already done my brows and my foundation and powder concealer just to get a head start on this part because we are trying 4 palettes in this video, so we don't need to do a full face every single time. Today you guys are already zoomed in and we are ready to go. I am using the Jade palette today, so here she is. I'm so excited to test this out. I literally woke up excited to film this, so I hope you guys are excited. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the colors again, even though I know I already showed you at the beginning of the video. And I am really leaning towards looking good, like my outfits. I'll just swatch them real quick. Fashion sense. I really like trendsetter, so I'm really gearing towards this like pink and green looking color scheme right here. Okay, so we have some clean brushes ready to go. Again, we're using Blinged brushes. I'm using a combination of their collab with Paige and also just their regular pink Blinged brushes. This is what they look like. Again, I do have a coupon code for this. It will be down below. And with the color, so we're just gonna go straight in with Fashion Sense and just blend that. E24 by Blinged brushes. Just go straight in. Similar to the Bratz color that I used in the other one, But because of the look that I want to create, I don't want to go in with this other like mustardy. There's like this mustardy color as well, which I did think about using, but it's like, it looks kind of yellowy on the skin, and that's not the look I'm going for. So we're gonna go with the other one available, which is fashion sensitive. We're gonna bring this into the inner corner and just kind of swipe it, blend it on the lid. Okay. If I was being basic me, I would honestly just leave it as is. But since I do want to try other colors in this palette, we're gonna go ahead and go in with the color Trendsetter. Trendsetter is this green right here. I'm a little intimidated, to be honest, but we're just gonna do it. So I'm gonna take the same brush. I'm just gonna apply this to the outer corners. If you guys know your color wheel, you'll know why these are so hard to blend together. But they do look flattering together, if that makes sense. So I'm literally just putting this all over the lid. I'm actually going to switch to a smaller brush. I'm taking an E23 to really pack that on without getting much fallout. So far so good on the fallout. I haven't seen too much fallout. We're going to blend this into the crease. These are blending pretty easily, blending like these two colors together, because red tones and green tones don't normally blend with each other. They can turn muddy very fast, and this actually is not bad. Like, I'm not disappointed at all. I'm just taking a clean brush and I'm blending between the two colors even more, because like I told you guys, these colors, you have to work a little extra hard to blend them. Doesn't matter the brand, to be honest. I'm gonna just pack on the green one more time just to get a little more intensity. One thing I learned when doing makeup is that you can't be afraid of the makeup, if that makes sense. You have to wear the makeup, but don't let the makeup wear you. I think we've gotten the intensity that I want. I almost want to leave it like this because it's just so pretty. This is such a pretty green. Like, I don't normally go for greens. This really flatters my brown eyes. I feel like this is a really pretty smoky eye. Now that we got the other eye done, I have to mention, okay, this was a very risky look to do while already having foundation on. You guys know normally I like to do my foundation last in case we get fallouts, anything just starts to look messy. It's easy to clean, and there is no fallout. Like, my under eyes are clean, and we use some pretty intense colors. So that being said, I love the quality of the shadows. I want to try more Makeup Revolution after this. So I'm gonna take the color Like My Outfit right here. It's a very pretty like green. It's like a duochrome green, I guess. I'm brush in E5. And I'm just going to pop that in the center. I don't know if I'm gonna need to wet this shadow. Oh, looks like I'm not. Wow. I just thought this would be really pretty on the center of the eyelid for this look. It's very impressive. Oh my gosh, look at how beautiful that is. Wow. If you thought this collection was gonna be kid makeup, no ma'am. These are beautiful. I can't deal. I just want to go out tonight now, and it's Monday. No, it's Tuesday. I love a good smoky eye. You guys know that's like my favorite kind of eyeshadow look. No setting spray. This is directly from the brush on the pan to my eyelid. Even more impressive is that I'm using a brush to apply this. A lot of the more inexpensive brands, or even high-end brands, when you have shimmers like this, they don't tend to apply well with a brush. Normally you have to dirty your fingers, and I didn't have to do that. Blend the outer corners. It's giving me Poison Ivy vibe. Another color I really want to apply is the color Looking Good. It's like a very pretty shimmery light pink. I'm gonna put that in the inner corner. This will tie in the reddish brown, and it does. It looks pretty. That's very pretty. I'm gonna apply lashes. Going to be applying are in the style Pretty 2 from Glammy Up Lashes. You guys know this is my lash company. I think I already said it. But yeah, we're gonna apply these because this style looks beautiful with a halo eye because they're kind of like wispy. You can really see through. I went ahead and applied my lashes. I also went ahead and contoured, bronzed, applied a blush, took off my lip balm, and we're back to finish the eyes, the lips, and we are going to be using a shimmery shade in here for the highlighter because I did that with the last palette, and there is a color in here that I think would work as a highlighter. It's called Prom Queen right here. So we're gonna use that as a highlighter. It's really pretty. Go ahead and do that. I'm just taking a E2 by Bling brushes, and we're just gonna smoke out underneath with Fashion Sense. And I feel like it'll give it a nice little contrast as well if we just do this and not deepen up the under eyes too much, just because this smoky eye is already really dark and kind of heavy. I feel like we don't want the eyes to look tired out with too much product. So using the same Marc Jacobs mascara as the first look. I'm just gonna apply highlight. I'm taking an E25, which we used the last time, and we're gonna dip into Prom Queen. Subtle, but it's definitely there, and I kind of like it. Makes you look like you're glowing from within. I really like that. I'm gonna apply lip liner and do our lips. I am using a Too Faced Melted Matte Lipstick for this look. This is in the color Cool Girl, and it's just a really pretty nude. But of course, we're gonna go ahead and do lip liner first. I'm just gonna take the same lip liner we used for the last look. Very true, like nudie brown. Okay guys, so here we have the Jade palette. I feel like you can't be a Bratz doll without some hair accessories. They literally wear hair accessories in every single picture that I see. Either that or they have really cute high ponytails, space buns, just like really cute hairstyles. But anyway, here is the look for the Jade palette. Alright guys, so that's it for the Jade palette. Of course, we're not ending the video here. We still have 2 more palettes to test out. We still have the Chloe palette and the Yasmin palette. So stay tuned and let's go ahead and get into the next look. Pretties, welcome back. It's a new day, so props to me for sticking to filming one look every single day with these palettes because it's a lot of makeup tutorials. So it's been fun though. I've actually really enjoyed it. Today we are going in with the Yasmin palette, which is why I did my hair like this. She kind of has her hair done like this, like parted down the middle. So yeah, I'm also wearing my Bratz little jacket. It's so cute. And yeah, we're going in with the Yasmin palette. You guys, these colors are so beautiful. I actually have things to do today. I am gonna go to Best Buy. I have to go to Ulta, and then I have to go visit a friend that just had surgery, and then we actually have a movie date tonight with another couple. So I have quite the eventful day, so I do want to keep this look kind of not natural per se, but I don't want it to be too colorful because I don't know what I'm gonna wear yet. And I don't want to have to base my look around the eyeshadow. I want it to just be something that would like just match anything that I wear. Get started. I've already primed my eyes with the Pretty Vulgar eyeshadow primer that I've used for all the other looks. Start out today's look. So we're gonna go in with the E24. Wanting to go in with the color Coffee Date. It's a very like, it's kind of a mustardy brown, but it's not too mustardy. Like it doesn't look too yellow. So this is Coffee Date right here. I'm just going to put that all over the crease. And we already know the formula is consistent in these palettes as well. And so this is a very pigmented palette. That is a very pretty transition color. It's not too mustard, but it definitely has just like a yellowy hint, but it doesn't look like too yellow. Does that make sense? Like, it's not yellow. A lot of browns in here. There is a purple and a pink, but I feel like we've already done purple and pink. There's also greens, but we just did green for the last look, so we're gonna stick to the neutrals for this look today. Also go in with the color Beauty Mark, which is just like a very muddy looking brown. We're just gonna apply that to the outer corner. I'm actually gonna take a smaller little brush, E21, and I want to focus this kind of on the lash line. Okay, I'm gonna take a little angled brush and I'm just going to put this all along the lash line. Take the color I Rule, which is more of a like plum, and I do kind of want to add that very, very, very slightly. So I'm taking a little Look-See brush in 213, and I'm just gonna add that along the lash line as well. Okay, and then I'm gonna take a clean brush and I'm gonna blend those two together. One is a E23. Intensify that dark brown on the outer corner a little bit. Once I put on lashes, you guys will see how this ties in. This is a really good little like neutral look. I'm gonna go in and take a bling brush in E2, and I want to take, so just look at these colors. So these are these two right here. I'm also debating if I want to use a color Glammed Up. This is Flaunt It right here on the corner. I'm just gonna place that on the eyelid. I thought about keeping this matte, but these shimmers are like, I guess, sparkly, what do you call these, metallic colors are so beautiful in these palettes that I just want to try all of them, and they apply so well without any kind of spray. I'm gonna throw in a little bit of the color Crown, which is the gold. I'm just gonna mix it in there with it. Yes. Oh, it gives it like a little bit of a duochrome look. I like that. Very, very pretty. I did want to include something that's very wearable in this video as well. I'm gonna apply some lashes. I'm actually gonna be using the same lashes as the last look, which are the style Pretty 2 from my company. I'm gonna pop those on and I will be right back and finish this eye look really quick. We're just gonna take a little small brush, blinged brush in E22, and I'm going to take the color, well, I'm kind of debating, I think I want to keep this neutral actually. So yeah, I'm gonna take the color Coffee Date and I'm just gonna apply it. And I'm noticing more kick up with this palette, not sure why, but I'll show you guys. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but yeah, there's definitely a little more kick up with these shadows. And I really want to take the color I Rule and put it down here, just to kind of tie in how the colors like at the top as well. Like, look, these are really kicking up a lot more than the other palettes. So I am having to tap off product. I'm gonna take an even smaller brush. This is like a Look-See concealer brush, but I'm just gonna use it with the color Beauty Mark. And I just wanna kind of tie in the outer corner of the eye to the upper lash line. Clean brush, and I'm just gonna blend. And I think I'm gonna apply black eyeliner in the waterline for this look, just to give it a little bit more of a cat eye effect, because this is a Bratz look. I'm just taking my eyeliner from Bisou. This is an amazing brand. You can only get this in Mexico and online, but this is one of the best black eyeliners I've ever used. Intense that it is. It's amazing. One swipe and it's on there, and it does not budge, which is the most amazing part. Corner, I'm gonna have to clean it up. I feel like today is a more clumsy makeup day. I've been clumsy all day today, not just with makeup, so I feel like today I'm just very clumsy, so sorry about that. But okay, I went ahead and applied my mascara off camera because my clumsiness is just getting the best of me today. I don't know what is going on, but it's being annoying. So we do have a new Do You setting spray. I've told you guys many times this is my favorite thing ever. I'm trying to find a drugstore dupe for this, so if you guys know of one, let a girl know. Okay, so I'm gonna just spray my face. Telling you. See, I'm telling you. I'm clumsy today, guys. Bear with me, okay? I feel like the makeup still turned out good for how clumsy I am being. But anyway, let's apply some inner corner highlight because I realized I forgot to. Do you guys see that? I can't believe it. No, we're not going to be clumsy anymore for the day. That's enough clumsiness for 1 hour to last the whole day. So no more clumsiness. So I do want to apply an inner corner highlight. I'm going to use the color Inner Piece. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Inner Piece right here. And we're just going to apply that. Ooh, that's pretty. And then I also want this on my brow bone. That's super pretty. I can't deal. Might as well put this on the nose. And I'm just gonna take a semi-clean brush. I've been using this to blend things, but I haven't added product to it, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna blend. And I'm gonna apply blush. I'm just using the same blush I've been using the whole week. It's by Milani. It's called a Tea Rose. I'm just gonna blush my face. I also want to kind of deepen up my contour or add contour because I only bronzed earlier. I'm just taking Hoola again, same products. I'm gonna take Inner Piece again. It's the same color we used in the highlight, and we're gonna just highlight with this. I'm taking a brush in F25 from the Page set, and this is pretty intense, so I'm not gonna apply too much because I don't want it to be crazy blinding. Just wanted to have like that wet look, which is definitely what it's giving me, so I'm happy. I always put whatever's left on my forehead and nose. I want to use a gloss for the Yasmin look because she's wearing a gloss in the picture, and I feel like I always see her in gloss. Color Oak by MAC for lip liner, and for lipstick I'm using a NYX Lingerie extra large Turn On. That's the color. Oh, I can't find my sharpener anywhere, so I switched to the KKW lip liner in nude number 2. By the way, the trick with these extra large lipsticks is to apply the tiniest amount because it goes a long way. Because if you apply too much, it feels crusty. So just a little FYI. But if you apply a little bit and just kind of blend it out, it stays all day and it feels so smooth. So this is Marc Jacobs in the color Love Drunk. We're just gonna apply that. This is very Yasmin. This look is definitely very Yasmin. So I think we have Mel, but anyway, here is what the makeup looks like, the Yasmin makeup. I feel like I kind of want to add like an accessory, but I don't know if it's gonna look right, but let's see. So I put on this hat and I realized that my outfit didn't match, so I changed my outfit too. So anyway, yeah, here's my little Yasmin look. I love it. I actually am digging the gloss. I actually had never worn that gloss, so I'm happy to be grabbing things in my collection that I don't always use and trying just new things because I'm such a simple person with my makeup. I do the same thing every day, so I'm really excited to be trying new things. But yeah, here's my Yasmin look. Hey pretties, welcome back again. It's another new day. We are going to be testing out the very last Bratz palette today. I'm a little bit sad that this video, I'm already done filming it because I just enjoyed filming it so much. Today we're going to be doing the Chloe palette. So this is the Chloe palette right here. I feel like this one was one of my favorite color stories just because I love the pinks and blues that are in this palette. I think that you could get very creative with this. It looks really fun. The colors are definitely up my alley. I love pinks, of course, you know that. But I also love the way pink looks with blue. So blue or mint is my second favorite color. So I really love the color story of this palette. I've already primed my eyes with the same primer. We're gonna get started with this eye look. So first things first, let me hydrate my lips because I forgot. Using the Milani this is like the rose butter. Yes, I love this stuff. I've been using it in every look. Every time you see me with lip balm, this is what I've been using. Let's get started. So I'm taking a bling brush in B24. I'm not even gonna mention the brushes anymore because I'm literally using the exact same ones I've used in all the other 3-4 looks that I've done. I don't even know what I'm gonna do today. Color Crush. I just think it's so beautiful. I want to use this in the crease. I don't know why, I'm a crease girl. I always start my makeup with the crease. People who start with their eyelid, but I personally like starting with the crease. I love this already. Just like look at the pigmentation, and the tone is so beautiful. It's definitely a very rosy transition shade, but it's warm enough for it to not look too bright. Like, I feel like it's wearable for everyday basis kind of eyeshadow if you like pink tones. Yeah, I think out of all the palettes, the Chloe palette is my favorite. Like, the color story of the Chloe palette matches my aesthetic and my preferences the most. I'm not too sure in which direction I want to take this, but I definitely am going to use a color Angel in here because it's iconic. It's Chloe's, you know, color. Her little like nickname is Angel. I feel like we have to use Angel in this. I'm obsessed with this pink. It's so pretty. Sleepover, which is this really pretty like pink, and then we have Advice, which is a beautiful lavender. So I don't know if I want to like use those. I think I am. I'm gonna do a gradient with the pink to the lavender, and then we're gonna pop Angel probably on top of the lavender, just so that we can try, you know, various shades in the palette. You guys know I like to try as many shades as possible. So I'm gonna start packing that on. It's a really pretty like bubblegum pastel pink, and it's really pigmented to the touch. Like, I didn't have to put too much. I'm gonna go in with Advice. I'm taking the other side of that brush, and we're just gonna kind of create a gradient. Wow, that's beautiful. See how pigmented these are? This is actually such a cute look on its own, and I did that so fast. But I do want to try Angel. We have to use Angel, you guys. Pop Angel over top of the, like, it's like a very periwinkle purple. Like, it's almost like blue toned purple. So I'm gonna take, let me see, do I have another clean brush? Yes. So I'm gonna take a Luxie 227, and we're just gonna take Angel and place it on top. I feel like Advice is like the matte version of Angel. So this is, I didn't wet the brush or anything. This is a shadow on its own. And I did notice that sometimes these do apply better with the fingers if you want it to be very like metallic. So we're gonna do that. And don't worry, I know it's looking a little messy. We are gonna blend. I did lose a little bit of that pink, so I do want to go back in with Sleepover and just kind of, you know, bring it back to life a little bit. I think color story wise, this one is my favorite palette. I'm just gonna take the brush we used for that Crush color, and we're gonna just blend. Take a little more of Crush and just kind of intensify it a little bit. I just want to like wet it and see what happens. I don't know, I'm just tempted to do that, so we're gonna do that. Okay, I feel like wetting it sets it in place more where it doesn't go everywhere, because I noticed it kind of went up into the crease. So if you want it to kind of stay in one place, I would recommend wetting the shadow. Yeah, that makes it look a lot more intentional, like it's not just blending everywhere. Okay, once again, I'm gonna blend some of that bubblegum pink into it. I actually really love this. I'm feeling like we're gonna need maybe some eyeliner with this, just to give it a little bit more, like to make it pop, because once you put like a contrasting color like black, it will make the pastels pop a lot more. I'm gonna take a pen eyeliner, and we're just gonna line. This one is from a brand called Bisou. I get these in Mexico. Okay, I feel like that definitely gave it some contrast. I'm gonna apply some lashes. I'm using the Style Pretty 2 again. I know, I'm just in love with these. So I'm gonna pop those on and we will be right back. Okay, now that we have lashes on, I feel like the look always comes together with lashes. Sorry, it's a bit sticky. There we go. Put some mascara on those top lashes. I'm using the same Marc Jacobs mascara that I found at TJ Maxx. It's just a really good mascara. Go ahead and let's do some highlight, just because I want to wait a second before I do under my eyes, because my eyes got a little like sensitive with the eyelash glue. So I'm going to take the color Prince Charming. It's this color here. And I just want to use that to highlight. And these little, like these bigger pan shadows are really, they make really good highlighters. I'm not sure that's, like I've mentioned this entire video, I don't know if that's what they were intended to be, but I'm using them as highlighters. I'm gonna go in with my Do You spray. So I was debating what to do under the eyes, to be honest. I think I'm gonna do something different, and we're gonna take this color called Class President. It's like a royal blue. Let's see how this goes. I don't know if I'm loving that or if it made my eyes look a bit droopy. Actually, I think we're gonna take it off. Well, at least you got to see what the color looks like, but I'm not digging it. I'm not liking it. So here we are back again. I just feel like it made my eyes look very like droopy and tired. So I think I'm just gonna take the color Crush and be basic and just pop that underneath. It's because like I have brown eyes, it doesn't look the best. I don't know. I feel like if you have blue eyes or green eyes, that would have looked beautiful and made your eye color pop. Maybe not for my eyes, it doesn't complement them as well. So we're gonna take the color Crush and go in. I feel like my eyes work well with blues so long as they're mixed with browns, plums, purples, or like rosy tones, because those are the colors that really complement my brown eyes. I don't know that I could rock like a blue without it having like eyeliner or like, you know what I mean? Blue is so cool toned. I feel like I need like something warm for it to look right, or for me to like it, I guess, because it's all preference really. So I'm gonna put mascara on the bottom lashes. Love that so much better. I feel like I look more awake and my eyes don't look like so heavy. Like the inner corner, I think I'm gonna take the color Feathers for that. It's just this very bright, like frosty color. Oh, and then I'm gonna take the color Prince Charming, which is what I used to highlight my face, and we're putting that on the brow bone. So pretty, I love that color. I'm just gonna take another clean brush and I'm just gonna blend. I do want to add eyeliner in my waterline, but not black. I want like the nude eyeliner. Take the Fake Awake eyeliner by Tarte. This is a great eyeliner to use in your waterline. I use this all the time. I need my mirror because I can't do this with one hand. I don't know why I can't do it with one hand. I need to have my table mirror. I need to like hold down my eye with one, apply the liner with the other, because I freak out when things touch underneath my eyes. This is just the way it has to be. All right, we're gonna take off this lip balm and let's get to some lipstick. This new lipstick I've been dying to try. This is an Amore Satin Matte Lipstick by Milani. And would you just look at that color? It's so pretty. I had to have that. And I'm gonna use the lip liner in the color Soar by MAC. We're just gonna line the lips. I wear a lot of pink lipstick. The lip liner Soar is super pretty. Your lips but better. And it just makes pinks look really nice because they don't like wash you out. I don't know how I'm applying lip liner and talking at the same time. See, it's super pretty. It makes your lips look so full. Apply the lipstick. Oh, that's such a pretty pink. I knew it. Like, as soon as I saw this, I knew this would be a favorite because this formula is really good. I just take my finger and I like to blend where the lip liner is so there's not like a harsh line. I didn't even say the color. So the color is 03 Fancy. I think it's just Fancy. It's called Fancy. 03 Fancy. What an appropriate name for this lip color. This reminds me a lot of Kylie Cosmetics High Maintenance. This is the Chloe look. feel like I need to change my shirt and add some accessories, so I'll be right back. So I felt this was a little more appropriate. We did some pink and blue. It is the Chloe look for today.